Today I'm gonna show you how I trade the Jade Lizard on Coinbase stock, the leverage free X ETF with no upside risk. I will say this again, meaning if the stock shoots up, you can buy the stock at a big discount, and if it's anything in between, you collect the credit. So let's get started. I'm on TastyTrade. If you don't have TastyTrade, there's a link below, and I should do a tutorial and all that, but this is a new channel. If you see here, I'm gonna explain a few trading ideas that people don't really understand. I'll try to explain in a very simple manner. I have a watch list. This is my watch list. Selling put, this is where I sell naked puts. This is the index. This is where I sell iron condor. We're gonna talk about the Jade Lizard in a second. This is where I do leaps or zebras, and this is the Magnificent 7 just to keep it up. The Jade Lizard, I picked the Jade Lizard. I'm gonna show you. I have a few of those. Those are stocks that are free X the leverage, except Misty MSTX, which is 2x the leverage. But those stocks fly. Those are not the underline. This is the leverage underline, all bullish. I'm not doing bearish and all that, just bullish, and I trade on a specific rules. Now today is a super red day for all of them, meaning the underline, for example, goes down 1%, the free X leverage will go down 3%. If the underline, like let's say Misty last week went up went a lot, but let's say it went up 10%, then the 2x leverage will go up 20%, MSTX. But today, for this specific video, I'm going to show you the CONL, which is Coinbase Granite Share. It says right here, Granite Share ETF. It's a free X ETF. I think free X, or I don't think it's two. I just had it on my watch list for a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's free X. Don't quote me on the word. The reason I'm doing this is because Coinbase today has earning after hours. People are selling, so this is down a little. People are scared. Bitcoin is at like 72,000. No matter, doesn't matter. I'm gonna do a trade. I'm gonna show you a trade idea on a free X leverage that you can use. If the stock shoots up, again, if the stock shoots up, you haven't lost anything, okay? There's nothing to worry about. If the stock drops down like, I don't know, 30% or something, you could be the owner, unless you close the trade, of the free X leverage ETF at 30% discount from now. And if nothing happens, you will collect the premium. So I'm gonna show you what it is. Pick CONL, and if you're new to TastyTrade, just search CONL. Now I have all those. I don't like MACD, RSI, and all the popular technical indicator that sometimes work, sometimes don't. I use specific indicators that tells me what's going to happen to the underline, the expected move, either up or down. I start with the most important indicator in the world. To me, this one, ATR, average true range. Average true range for CONL, okay, CONL, the free X ETF on Coinbase, is right now 3.36. What does it mean? It means that on average, the Coinbase ETF leverage free X moves about $3 a day up or down on average in the last 14 days. That's what it means. It means that in the last 14 days, CONL moves $3 here, $3 there, but it could be a lot less, could be a lot more, but on average, $3 a day. Why is this important? Because I'm gonna take this number, 336, okay? I'm gonna take 336 and I'm gonna multiply that by 8. Why 8? Because 2 is the 2 standard deviation of the ATR, which is a lot. But I don't do 2. I want to go a lot further because I want to write a Jade Lizard, to sell a Jade Lizard. I'm going to show you. This is the trade that we're doing, which is basically a strangle with a little, with no upside risk, because we're buying another call. I'm going to show you in a second and explain how it works. But if the stock does drop so much, I'll be happy to buy it, because eventually people will buy again Coinbase, and this will be leverage Coinbase, So eventually it should go up again. But if it doesn't, option will expire worthless. I'll collect the credit, all that. So multiply by 8. I get a big number of 27. Now the price is 34. I can't do 34 minus 27. It's like $7 or something to sell put. So I'm gonna do something in the middle. I'm gonna do like 15 or 20. Depends on the credit that I receive. And with that credit that I receive, I will basically do another on the call side. Let's get to it. I'm gonna show you. So first of all, I'm gonna go to trade. And by the way, to get to this screen, the ATR is the most important thing. Before I go to the trade, let me show you the next best indicator that I use is this one, IVR. IVR is anything over 50, which is right here, means that you can make a lot more money selling options. If you're an option seller, anything over 50 is like the options are super expensive, the premium super expensive. And right now you see the low was 73, 86 is the high, so we're around 80. That's a lot of premium for option seller. Keep that in mind. Okay. And we see here is like a Kettler channel of 8 instead of 2. Different video. We see here it's green, meaning there's no squeeze. This is the TTM squeeze. Only on red days it should squeeze. It's not always accurate, but either way, when it's green, that's an indicator to me that the stock should not move or move in a range, basically, not go, I don't know, 30% up or down, basically. So we're gonna click on trade. We're gonna click on trade and we're gonna open December. Okay, we're gonna open December because I don't want to go for November 2 weeks from now. I want to collect more premium, but I also want to make sure that the premium is worth it. So 50 days. Okay, 2 weeks from now, yeah, there's the earnings today. I want to give Coinbase enough time to correct, or CONL. I open this and this is the trade that I do. I'm gonna click here. Okay, I'm gonna click here on the go and I'm gonna pick Jade Lizard right here. Jade Lizard normal. Okay, I'm gonna click go and I will adjust. Okay, very simple. Jade Lizard. What is a Jade Lizard? Basically, it's a strangle, which means you sell naked put on one side and then you sell the naked call on the other side, and in addition you buy another call, and then there's no on the upside, and then there's no upside risk. You see all this green? All this green means that if the stock shoots up above 36, nothing happens. You're at max profit. But I'm gonna do a few more videos about it, but I don't want to do this because remember our number is 3.36, and so if we do 3.36, let's say times 4 is like 12, and that 12 minus 34 is 22. So I'm gonna go on one side to around 20. Okay, just round numbers. I'm gonna go. Remember, I don't want to own the stock unless it drops significantly. I'm gonna go to 20 right here, which means I've done like $14 down. Okay, and at 20, yeah, I'll be happy to buy some shares at $20. Okay, and the buying power is a lot less than just doing this on Coinbase stock, because this is a $20 to $30 stock. Okay, so we did on the put side, we got the credit of 20, which is $14 from here, and we're gonna do the same thing, which is 34 plus 14 is 48. So we're gonna move this away. We're gonna move this to the, let's say, 48. Okay, and you see here, this is not a Jade Lizard, because right now this brown line means that we are losing if the stock goes up above 51. So I'm gonna move this one more to 50, and there we go. You see, it's all green, meaning my credit is, there's no risk to the upside. If the CONL stock goes above 50 by expiration, there's no upside lost. Okay, and let me show you what it means. I'm gonna click here in the middle price, 205. This is a trade. Let me show you what it is. Oh, 1 second, it got me out. Okay, we are back. I don't know what happened, but either way, same thing. So $200 income, 205. Okay, depends when you take the trade. What's going on here? Let me show you. We are basically, this is what you can do. The price today is 34. You're selling naked put 20, meaning that if the stock goes below that price, okay, that's one option. You can either close the trade or you can be assigned of a 3x leverage Coinbase stock at like, I don't know, 40% drop from where it is now and own the stock at 20. So that means that a Coinbase needs to drop 15-20% and then you own the level stock trade. And on the other side, you have this Jade Lizard setup, meaning that if you sell the 48, you buy the 50, and if Coinbase, if the CONL, the Coinbase ETF goes above 50, there's no loss. If it stays between $20, okay, and 48, I'm going to show you the graph in a second. If it stays between 20 and 48, you collect $200. This is your money to keep right now, and it will decay by $4.14 every day. Theta decay, $4 a day, 77-78% a pop probability of profit. The buying power for someone or something like this for some reason doesn't work, but it's like $2,000. I'm going to show you in a second. Let's go to curve. To see this live example, you're going to click on curve right here. You're going to click analysis, and it tells you right here. We are right here. Okay, and it says anything goes up, you made $200, all good. And after the $200, let's say we pass the 50, this is the critical point, $5. You make $5. Your max profit is $200 for one contract, and if it goes above, it's just 5. Why 5? Because you collected 205. Okay, collected 205. Let's go back to the table. And because I logged in and logged out, something like that, then the BP doesn't show, but before that it showed us like $1,990, about $2,000 to execute this trade. Now, can you do this on Robinhood? I don't know, because you are selling a naked put, so that's why I like to use TastyTrade and the Jade Lizard. I do this on this list and sometimes on the higher stock like Costco, stuff like that. But this is in a nutshell Jade Lizard. You sell naked put far out of the money. You don't want to get a sign, but if you do get a sign, I'm okay buying the 3x ETF of Coinbase at like 40% discount from here. And on the upside, you are selling so far 48 to 34 is like, I don't know, 35%, something like that to the upside. If the stock lands anywhere in between, you are collecting $200 for every 2,000, doesn't say, in buying power effect, which is 10%. 10%, that's not bad. 10% on your risk, basically, in like 50 days, 51 days, because this is for December 20. Every day that goes by, there's a theta decay of $4, but I assume after the earnings, this will maybe double, because there's not a lot of volatility and the price would just go sideways. That's an option. If you do 5, for example, you collect 1,000, this will be at 10,000. Here we go, it's updated to 10,000, and the theta decay is $20 a day, which is very important. Let me show you back. Let's go back to 1, and this will update the BP buying power effective $2,000. So if you have a small account, this could be even a cash account that you just, I don't know, I have a margin account, maybe they would want you to do margin, but I don't know. The max profit is $200 for every $2,000 that you risk. Why is your buying power only 2,000? Because your max loss, as if the stock goes to 0 and you bought at 20. That's it. That's all it is. It's pretty simple. Yeah, that's the trade. It's 10% on risk. This is the Jade Lizard. I'll try to do a few more of those on Jade Lizard, on 3x ETF. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build. This is a new channel for me compared to my other channels. TastyTrade, link below, and I will see you next time.